I'm Bev.
And I'm Kayla.
And this is MHN.
On this week's episode, you can expect to see Boston sports, Sean skiing, Mental Monday, and a PSA.
What's the PSA about?
This week's PSA will be all about sportsmanship and how important it will be for this upcoming tournament.
I can't wait to see it. Roll the clips!
Hello MHN viewers and welcome back to Thursday PSAs. It is once again JT and Henry here, this time to bring you a PSA regarding sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship is the basis on which every sport is played, and sports are a big part of many high schoolers' lives. Without good sportsmanship, sports can become unsafe and disorderly.
The definition of sportsmanship is fair and generous behavior or treatment of others, especially in a sports contest, according to Oxford Languages.
Upholding good sportsmanship standards makes sports more enjoyable to play and more enjoyable for the spectators.
There are many ways to display sportsmanship, even if you're a spectator. While watching a sports game, you should always respect the referees and the calls they make. Showing good sportsmanship also goes for yelling bad things out at the opposing team. It takes a lot of courage to step onto a field and is an act deserving of respect.
Some ways to display sportsmanship for players are to speak only to your teammates, or at least to keep words to your opponents or referees at a minimum. Also, help up fallen athletes and show general respect to the players and referees of the game.
Sports are a good way for young adults to mature as people, get leadership experience, and build character. Good sportsmanship sets a good example for peers and younger athletes who may be on teams.
Sportsmanship is the most basic requirement for sports, and the reason we're even able to play sports in the first place. Uphold good sportsmanship, and Maynard can continue to have respectable student athletes.
This has been Thursday PSAs. Make sure next time you play or observe a sport, you are respecting all players and referees and using good sportsmanship. Now on to words and actions from Sean.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Boys Bikin'. Today's a special episode, and I'm going to run you through the process of putting together my brand new bike. I got a Specialized Status 160, and it was a lot of money. It came in a very big box that I could not carry alone. We're opening. In the box, it was all padded to reduce any damage that could happen during shipping. We put the frame up on the bike stand and got it ready to be put together. It even came with a cool box that had cool stuff. It's a torque wrench.
Torque wrench? How do I focus this?
Press the bike, the stem. It'll go right there. Go. As I unwrapped the handlebars, I was pleasantly surprised. The handlebars came with some really nice deity grips and SRAM Kodar brakes, which will help me from crashing down the mountain. The derailleur hanger is severely bent, which is a problem. The derailleur hanger came really bent, so we had to quickly go over to a bike shop to get a new one so that we could continue putting it together. Alright, so now we're later. We got the part. She's on there. And now I'm gonna hold this so we can do the last touches. And before we knew it, the bike was put together and ready to ride. This is great for the future of Boys Bikin', as now you get to see me ride a brand new bike that can handle stuff a lot crazier than what my previous bikes could. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.
I'm Evan, and welcome back to Boston Sports News. On February 17th through the 19th was the NBA All-Star Weekend. On Saturday night, Jason Tatum participated in the three-point contest, but only got 20 points and was eliminated in the first round. Sunday night was the main event. Both Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were on opposite teams, but both of them showed out. Jason Tatum broke the All-Star Game scoring record with 55 points and also getting the All-Star Game MVP. Jaylen Brown led Team LeBron in scoring off the bench with 35 and added 14 rebounds. Team Giannis would beat Team LeBron 184 to 175. The Celtics were back in action on Thursday with a 142 to 138 overtime win against the Indiana Pacers, then beating the Philadelphia 76ers 110 to 107, then lost to the New York Knicks 109 to 94, then bounced back to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 117 to 113. The Celtics will be back in action on Friday when they play the Brooklyn Nets at 7:30. The Bruins are 47-8-5 on the year. They lost to the Washington Capitals 2-1, and then they beat the Dallas Stars 3-2, the Nashville Predators 5-0, the New York Islanders 6-2, the Ottawa Senators 3-1, the Seattle Kraken 6-5, and the Vancouver Canucks 3-1, which included goalie Linus Ullmark would score in the final seconds of the game, making the first time a goalie scored in a game since 2020. The Bruins also beat the Edmonton Oilers 3-2 and the Calgary Flames 4-3. The Bruins will play the Buffalo Sabres on Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Boston Sports News. Make sure to tune in next time. And now to Graffin and Felix with Mental Monday.
Hello, and welcome back to this week's edition of Mental Mondays on a Thursday. On this week's edition, we'll be looking at certain apps and how they can affect your mental health.
An undeniable fact is that we use our phones a lot more than we would like to admit. So why not use them in a productive way that can improve your mood?
We have taken a deep dive into how we can optimize our screen time, so we can better not only our habits, but also our state of mind. So we have compiled a list of a variety of apps that we think are beneficial for your mental health. iBreathe, Relaxation and Breathing, is the first app on our list. As you probably already know, we breathe every single day, but there are ways that we can breathe differently to try to help regulate our minds and our bodies.
iBreathe can help with that with many options to choose from, such as decreasing the feeling of stress, anxiety, and even insomnia. iBreathe can provide many different breathing exercises to help with any of these struggles you may be having. Our next app is about providing a healthy meal plan for every day, as well as keeping track of the nutrition levels and what foods you're eating. The app also helps in many different ways with eating disorders such as bulimia and anorexia.
To help with these disorders, we have an app called Recovery Record Eating Disorder. This app can provide meal plans, meal logs, coping skills, and data charts. Having a structured list can really help avoid the serious medical conditions we spoke about earlier.
To end off, we have an app called Better Stop Suicide. This app is probably the best app for you if you've had suicidal thoughts or if you had suicidal thoughts in your past.
This app includes built-in emergency contacts, the ability to record life-saving messages to store for the future, a weekly feelings check, and daily tasks to keep you going.
Staying active, as we have obviously spoken about in the past, is also a great way to reduce feelings of anxiety or depression. By providing tasks and emotion checks, it keeps you alert and aware for what may come next.
Well, it looks like that's going to be it for this week's episode of Mental Mondays on a Thursday. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of MHN.
I always love seeing what each segment has up their sleeves. Have a great week, Tigers!